Welcome to the place where we learn about and learn from the leaders in our field who are powering human creativity. I am Aaron Dworkin, and this is Arts Engines. Thanks again for joining me here on Arts Engines. Today's guest is Corey Williams, who serves as the Associate Provost for Student Affairs and Dean of Students at Roosevelt University. Corey, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Aaron. Wonderful to be here.
Well, I'm so excited to talk with you. Roosevelt obviously is one of our wonderful creative partners for the show, and in addition to that, has been a wonderful partner for Sphinx and over the years. And so I'm just really excited to talk about some of the important work that you're doing there. And especially, I thought it'd be great to kind of talk about these aspects of student services. So many of those in our audience think about this, and especially for performing arts students. I thought it'd be good to kind of just initially start. How do you kind of view that? Is there an overarching, kind of ethos that you're bringing to your role as Dean of Students and thinking about the student affairs for those at Roosevelt?
Sure. I connect with students on a daily basis. I have a caseload of students that I meet with weekly, about 30 or 40 students or so that I have individual meetings with, just to check in on their academic progress, to see if they're facing any struggles within the university system, if they're facing any personal issues that I can assist them with, or if I can connect them with outside resources to help guide them through whatever struggles they're dealing with.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you look at students, would you say that, is there any kind of one or two kind of most prominent or recurring issues or challenges that you're finding performing arts students have these days?
Yes, I think a sense of belonging at the institution, specifically for those students that are historically marginalized, either by race or ability. And I think also balancing the demands of the various programs with their personal lives. So those are two recurring issues that I see with our current students on a daily basis.
Gotcha. And have you found any good solutions?
Yes.
That there's some key things that you find really help students to find their way through those difficult times?
One of the really creative things that I've brought to the university in the last year, one of the former CCPA students, she completed her master's last year. I brought her on, trained her in all areas of student affairs, and she is now a student affairs specialist for the Chicago College for the Performing Arts. So those students have a direct point of contact that can work with them, someone that has gone through the rigors of the program, that understands them, understands the challenges, and she's actually been trained to help them get through those issues. So, and we work very closely together. She's an integral part of my team.
That's so, and obviously it seems like the closest you can get to the students, as in those who have had the most similar and most recent similar experiences, always seems to be a very powerful way to connect with them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, of course, the formalized training that we give this individual, we provide mental health first aid for this person so that she is equipped to deal with those students that are presenting mental health issues. We train her in restorative justice practices to work with students that are facing conflicts with each other. So those are some of the types of unique trainings that we offer our staff here in Student Affairs at Roosevelt University.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. So part of that work too is you have your minority student success group. I think, can you share what is that comprised of?
So again, those are the students that are part of the performing arts, either visual or music performing arts, who are students of color. And again, there are struggles that they face that are unique to them and their programs, some of the struggles that they deal with either deal with curriculum issues or issues pertaining to life after Roosevelt, right? And connecting them with professionals within the industry, within the working professionals within the industry here in Chicago to help guide them and help them gain gainful employment once they've graduated from the institution.
Awesome, awesome. And just a little bit on that connection to community. So a lot of institutions, especially academic institutions, they seem like there's varying degrees of relationship with their local community. And just wondering how you view that, how you see that, and is that part of this work that you're doing as you're talking about even some of the students transitioning from the school?
Oh, absolutely. I think we have at Roosevelt a rich history in connecting with the city of Chicago, a lot of CBOs, community-based organizations, and performing arts organizations as well. One of the things that I'm looking to do is to connect with some of our sister institutions that have performing arts programs, and linking those students of color to ensure that they build a sense of community. Also connecting with our local mayor's office and different areas within the community that offer arts programs or arts enrichment programs and get our students connected with those, as well as working with our middle and high school kids, you know, and creating that mentoring right from the onset so that they know that they're individuals that look like them, that are in the arts, that are thriving. And I think that that's really important as well.
So critically important. So this is just, so obviously this is phenomenal work that you're doing where it seems that, you know, and you know, recently came out about the role of kind of loneliness, mental health issues are just seem to be very stark, especially for young people. Just wondering kind of what trajectory do you see us on right now? Do you find that the challenges for students are growing and becoming more acute? Are they lessening? Kind of, we were kind of all in the pandemic a few years ago and now kind of in this post phase. Just wondering kind of where you see things in terms of both your optimism or pessimism and or where you're kind of acutely aware of here's where I think we're headed.
I see it growing right now. And we recently conducted an external review of our mental health support services for our students, where we invited them and we asked them questions regarding what is needed, what are they actually going through right now, and how can we better support them? And we found that we need to do a bit more in supporting our students as it relates to mental health resources on our campus, and we're doing that. One of the initiatives that we're going to be unveiling next year is we're going to be hiring social workers to help support our students, not only their mental health needs, but also their holistic needs, you know, to make sure that they have what they need to be successful in the program and they have what they need to be successful in life. So we want to make sure that we're help build them as opposed to just putting a Band-Aid on a problem right now.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No, well, it definitely is. And obviously, this is such important work. So unfortunately, we are just about out of time, but I always like to ask my guests because so many people who are in this administrative leadership roles are tuning in and thinking, you know, there are some days that get kind of tough and some of the challenges we're facing are almost insurmountable. As a leader, as an administrative leader, do you have any techniques that you utilize when times are toughest or there's really significant obstacles that help you as a leader?
I think of the student. I think of whose life am I impacting, whose life am I about to change, and I use that to help guide me and help keep me motivated in what I do.
This is just such extraordinary work. Corey Williams, you truly are one of the arts engines who is powering human creativity in our world. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Aaron.
you.